Hey there, I'm Stephanie Langston for Yallwire in Nashville, hanging out with country music's leading ladies, Lorrie Morgan and Pam Tillis.
I like that leading ladies thing.
You gonna steal that for your next song?
Maybe.
You ladies kind of did this backwards. Y'all were out on tour and decided, hey, we should make an album.
Exactly, and we really did it backwards, and thanks to the fans who kind of got us back on track. You know, Pam and I, we sign autographs every night after the show, and we were, I guess, out there almost 2 years, and fans kept coming up to us, going, when are y'all going to do a record together? And finally we looked at each other and said, yeah, when are we? So we did it.
I could get in trouble hanging out with you. I know what you did last night. Now, girl, you ought to know you got nothing on me. I know what you did last night. Strutting your stuff for all the world to see. I know what you did last night.
So, titled Dos Divas, which is appropriate. Talk about the title behind it.
That just happened. We were cutting up on the bus one night, and we said we need our own brand of wine.
Or tequila.
You know, that's or tequila. That's the thing now. Kenny Chesney can do it. We can do it.
That's right.
And I said, you know, Dos Divas would be a great name for it. And then we just both looked at each other and said, maybe we ought to write the song first. And the song wrote us. The song wrote itself. We were just. And that's something that we found in working together is everything we've ever written, it kind of just, you know, as quickly as we can talk about it and get in touch with the idea, they've just written themselves. It's just easy. We're on the same page. I know it's almost like I know what she's going to say next, and she knows what I'm going to say next, and it's been a real cool thing to find out. She's a better songwriter. I knew she was a great singer, but I didn't know that she was as good a writer as she is, so that's been fun to find out.
Before this day slips away, you need to hear me say it, just in case I never get another chance to.
Just talk about that connection that you two have together and how you kind of led a similar path, but were brought together later.
I think we would have been better friends if we'd met each other
Early on,
and then when we really first worked together, though, it was kind of a strange situation. It was a big tour for both of us. We were on the Craft Women of Country Music tour, and that was a huge
height of
tour.
our careers.
But we were both under so much pressure, and
separate buses, separate crews. We would pass each other coming on and off stage, and
we didn't get to know each
other.
other.
We really didn't. I mean, I think we respected each other as different artists, and you know, daughters of country legends, and we respected that part. But we really got to know each other when we put this Grits and Glamour tour together, because it's so scaled down. We share the same bus. We share the same band. We use part of her band, part of my band. We've just got to know each other as women, and you know, and really, we talk about things that we've gone through or we go through with our children, and being mothers, being wives, working women, and it's nice to know that somebody else is out there that can relate to what we're doing, and our friendship has just kind of blossomed, and I think even there's more respect, you know.
The both of you have been touring for more than 2 decades. Can you talk about how it's kind of changed over that time?
Country music has just gotten bigger and bigger. I can't even believe it. Like, we thought we knew production, and then like we just did the Fan Fest. We sang the anthem at LP Field, and we looked behind us at the massive amounts of production.
Mega production.
I mean, seriously, it's not like we were touring in the early 1800s. It hasn't been that long since we did big production shows, but it has just grown where people have tractor trailers full of production.
2 and 3 tractor trailers. I mean,
Are you kidding me? No. Taylor Swift and just everybody, you know, we're talking about 14, 15, 20 trailers of stuff. We've kind of, now we're going against the grain, and we purposely, of course, I don't know about you, but I can't afford 14 tractor trailers.
I can't afford it. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about going to a Volkswagen this year.
We're about to do a glamper is what we're doing. But what we're going to do is, what we're doing, though, is we've said, you know, you don't need all that to touch somebody. It's really great. It's fun. But if you got to have that, you're in trouble. And we've just stripped it down to the songs and the basic elements of our bands. We don't have drums, but it's a full band. And who we are. And it's almost like it's naked. We don't do it naked, but there's tour.
Well, she tries to.
Dang, I bet when you practice you
Yeah,
do.
right, yeah. We could sell more tickets, arguably, but honest.
And we had all the bells and whistles and the, you know, the production years ago, and
it's cool.
And yeah, it's great. It's great when you're living in the moment. But now we're at a place where this is more relaxed and more comfortable for us, and it's more fun for us. And that's what we're having is fun.
Yeah.
You guys do come from a time, though, of traditional country music, and I know when I talked to you guys at the CMA Music Festival, you talked about bridging traditional with more modern and how you guys kind of old Nashville with new Nashville and bridging that together, which is what you guys do, not only with the production, but with your music and in this album.
You know, country music never existed in a vacuum. It never has. It never will. There's always artists that are pushing the envelope. You know, I like the hick hop, and I like all the crazy.
You like the what?
Hick hop. You never heard that? You know, all this. You know, really, country music's gotten so.
That's
what it
great.
is? It's arena rock, is what it is, with understandable lyrics and less piercings.
I am so confused.
No, but
I thought you guys were friends. You got to turn her on to some hip hop.
But I think what we both really feel strongly about is let's not throw the old music and the traditional stuff
Away.
out the window. Let's not throw it away. Can't we combine it? It's just like
And I feel like that's what we did on this album. We have a lot of fiddle and steel and
mandolin and
mando, and
you know.
and we've just kind of created a
hybrid.
yeah, that's a good word.
Well, and today's country music really is a hybrid of, like you said, rock. There's hip hop, where you get the hip hop. If you, obviously, you still listen to,
She
to
thought
some
I had
of
the
this and support
hiccups.
it. How do you feel about some of today's country music artists?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, you know, the more we can build country music, the better for all of us. I'm bigger fans of some than others, but you know, I think Taylor Swift is an extremely talented writer. Both of us love Miranda Lambert, and we both love the Pistol Annies, and you know, there's
all kinds of talent out there.
Yeah, tons of it. I'm a big Kenny Chesney fan, you know, and I'm excited for these young folks who, you know, I remember what it was like to have my dreams come true and hear my records on the radio, and you know, so it's exciting for them. And the more they can work and the more they can put out, the better for all of us.
Being out there today versus someone like Taylor Swift, you know, and even when you guys were teenagers, it's probably a lot more difficult touring as a mother, as a wife. How's that been for you guys?
You know, it's been a trade-off, hasn't it? You're always juggling.
Yeah, it's a big juggle, and Pam and I talk about this a lot. You know, for years, traveling, I had that mother guilt. You know,
Oh, gosh.
I was the sole breadwinner.
I know all about that.
Yeah, it's terrible. You miss basketball games, you miss proms, you miss school pictures, you miss a lot of your child's life, and I wanted my children. A lot of women opted to take their children on the road with them and raise them on the road. I didn't want that for my kids. I wanted them to go to have a normal school life, sports, things like that. When they could come with me, great. But for years, I went through the mother guilt of leaving them because I had to. And now they're grown. They both have their own children, and I don't have that guilt anymore. Do I miss them? Extremely. But I'm enjoying my traveling. I'm enjoying being a mom and being a grandma. But
still having your
and
career.
still having my fun, you know. And so it was very hard juggling, you know, working and trying to be a mom.
Yeah, I never quite got up to that private jet level. It's really great if you can be home every night after the show, you know. I'll just fly
we could
home.
be there. We just don't make any money from the show.
I don't want the overhead, but
It
you
can
know,
still happen,
I've read
ladies.
about how some people just make it all seem so easy, but it wasn't easy.
No,
but
it was not easy.
Somehow our kids came through it, and they're good kids, and
We're very proud
yeah,
of them.
yeah, we are.
Do you guys ever watch the show Nashville?
Yes,
Pam's been on it.
I've been on it a couple of times.
I
Yeah.
can't believe I missed you.
One of her best friends is the writer
Is
or the creator of it.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you guys
Kelly
feel about how
Curry.
that, you know, do you guys relate to that show at all?
I know they're trying their very best for authenticity. I know that they are, and I do. When I get to watch it, I've only missed a couple episodes, but I think it's been unbelievable for this town, and I know so many people all over the country that love it, and I think it's brought in even more of a spotlight to Nashville.
Well, someone like Raina, you know, who has this great experience, has been around for a long time, a lot of respect, and then has this kind of other person she has to deal with
yeah.
who's a lot younger and modern and pop.
Yeah.
I would imagine you guys maybe could relate.
You do sometimes, but I think there's always somebody that's wanting to come in and steal your thunder.
There's always somebody that's
It's
going
always
to.
going to be that
There's
way.
always somebody that's
you just
going
do
to.
what you do.
That's right. You do
and
what you
try
do.
to have some class and some grace. And,
It's like people like
all good.
who, you know, gave us the okay to walk on stage. The Tammy Wynette's, the Jeannie Seeley, Gene Shepard. That you were like, go do it, go.
And you want to
know?
be supportive because we both remember the people that were nice to us and encouraging.
That's
And
right.
so that's what you really want to do is get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself, and it's okay, to share the spotlight.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's awesome you guys are out there touring, and I'm so happy for your new album. Do y'all think this will just be the beginning of a lot more for you guys
Gosh,
in the future?
we hope so.
That's what we're hoping. We're hoping.
We were talking about how many great songs we had to leave on the table, so we could do.
We could do another album.
So it's out
After
there.
this one gets its Grammy,
Thank you.
then we'll do the next one.
All right.
Awesome, and we look forward to
plan.
talking to you guys after you get that Grammy. Shake on it. Dose Divas out July 23rd. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
You do, girl, you're never gonna live it down.